Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a roundabout, and a train crossing. First of all, I will show you how to make a roundabout. Begin by placing 3 oak leaves in a row on the ground. 1, 2, 3. Place 2 additional row of leaves in front of this to give us a square. We then want to extend each one of the 4 sides of the square outwards to give us a more circular shape, which we can now add a layer of smooth stone slabs around the edge of to give us the center of our roundabout. Next, we want to dig in the ground around the smooth stone slabs to form a circular shape. Then fill the area that you dig out with grey concrete, or whatever material of choice you are making your roads out of. We have to do this 3 times in total. My recommendation would be to do this 1 layer at a time, filling in each layer with grey concrete before you start digging and move on to the next one. It's really easy to lose track of the shape and end up with something that you didn't really want in the first place. Ask me how I know. I speak from experience. So this is 2 rows of grey concrete, and this is 3. Extending out of each one of the 4 sides of the roundabout is going to be a separate road. Each road will be made in the same way. Find the center of the roundabout and extend outwards to the edge of the road. Begin by digging a row of 3, 1, 2, 3, extending outwards, and fill that row in with white concrete powder. Dig a row of 2, 1, 2, and fill that row in with grey concrete, and then dig a row of 3, 1, 2, 3, and fill that in with white concrete powder. We then want to dig 3 rows to the right, 1, 2, 3, and 3 rows to the left, 1, 2, 3. Connect all the way back to the roundabout, and remove all of the grass block in between. And replace all of that empty space with grey concrete. With the 4 roads complete, now we can add a pavement or sidewalk. Begin by digging a row next to the road that fits the shape of the road, like this. Then replace that space with your pavement material of choice. Mine is smooth stone. We then want to add an additional row to the outside of this, giving us 2 rows in total. And then repeat as many times as necessary. And there we have our basic roundabout. However, we can make this a little bit more interesting if you so choose. First idea is that we can make the roundabout more interesting by adding a simple pedestrian crossing. We take the road markings in the center, leave a gap of 1 on both sides, and then replicate those road markings leading to the pavement. there we have a pedestrian crossing. The idea being that even if a car is coming and a pedestrian is stood at this crossing, the car must stop so that the pedestrian can walk across. Idea number 2, we can add a traffic light to any one of the 4 sides of the roundabout. So throw down a limb, open it up, place a yellow banner in there with red dye and apply the chief pattern. Grab that, put that in, throw lime dye in there and apply the base pattern. Grab that, put that back in, throw black dye in there and apply the bordure indented pattern. That is the traffic light banner. With that, we can then place a polished black stone wall on the corner of our roundabout with 2 black concretes on top, and then hang the banner from the top concrete. Perfect. Idea number 3, we combine the previous 2 ideas together. So on this side of the roundabout, we want to add the pedestrian crossing markings. And then, on the side of the road where the cars would be driving into the roundabout, we will place an andesite wall, yellow concrete on top, polished black stone wall on top of that, 2 black concrete on top of that, and we will place the traffic light banner facing towards the cars that would be driving this direction. We can even add a polished black stone button. Then, on this side of the road, we will do the same. We will place an andesite wall, yellow concrete, polished black stone wall on top, 2 black concrete. We'll even place the button here as well. However, this time we will add the banner on the opposite side, facing the way that the traffic would be entering this portion of the road. And this gives us a pedestrian controlled traffic light crossing. Next, I will show you how to make a train track crossing, which I have learned is apparently called a level crossing. Thank you, Google. Begin by digging a row of 19 in the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Then, dig backwards by 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, dig all the way back, connect to where you started, and then remove everything in between. We then want to dig an additional row down inside of this hole. Next, we want to place 2 rows of oak planks that span the length of this hole. So the first row, we will leave a gap of 1 from the front and start here, and the second row, 1 row away from the back, and we will start here. Then we simply want to extend these all the way across. Next, we want to fill in the space in between by placing a row of smooth stone at the end here, with a row of stone in front, and then smooth stone, and then stone, and so on and so forth, extending across the length of the hole. Then, start digging from the front left-hand corner of the tracks and remove an additional row of grass block in front of everything that we have made. And then in that empty space, starting from the left, place a row of 4 terracotta, 1, 2, 3, 4, extending right, 2 smooth stone, 7 grey concrete, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 smooth stone, and then 4 terracotta. On top of the terracotta, stack 2 rows of iron bars. Safety is paramount. We then want to dig an additional 13 rows down from each one of the rows of smooth stone and the grey concrete in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then extend across and join to the smooth stone on the opposite side. And then that gives us a nice template that we can just remove the grass block out of. Next, extend the smooth stones all the way to the end of the hole. Next, we want to divide this area in half by taking the center grey concrete here and extending it down by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then place 3 white concrete powder. 1, 2, 3. 2 grey concrete, and then 3 powder, 1, 2, 3, like this. Then come to the left side and place 2 rows of grey concrete inside of the smaller hole with a row of yellow concrete powder in front of the grey concrete, and then lastly fill the remaining 2 empty areas in using grey concrete. Lastly, for this side of the road, we simply need to place a stone brick wall here in this position, with a light grey concrete on top, stone brick wall on top, black concrete on top, extend left, place glow item frames in front of the black concrete with red shulker boxes inside of the item frames, and then we actually have a cool decision. So you can either have the barrier arm up or down. So if you want the barrier arm up, we place a stone brick wall right of the light grey concrete, then a red nether brick wall in front, diorite wall on top, red nether brick wall on top, diorite wall on top, and then that way we are able to cross if the barrier is up. However, should we want it down, all we have to do is place a stone brick wall right of this light grey concrete, and then red nether brick, diorite wall, red nether brick, just like this. You could even forego the stone brick wall at the front and you could just have a diorite instead, and as long as it covers more than half of the road just by a little bit, then it looks good. We must come to the other side and do literally the exact same thing. So we remove a row of grass, and inside of this empty hole, starting from the left side here, going right, place a row of 4 terracotta, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 smooth stone, 1, 2, 7 grey concrete, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 smooth stone, and then 4 terracotta. We stack 2 rows of iron bars on top of the terracotta because safety is so important. We then want to dig 13 rows down from the smooth stone rows and everything in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then across. And remove the inside. We then want to extend the rows of smooth stone all the way across. We then want to divide this area up by placing 5 grey concrete extending down from the center grey concrete, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 white concrete powder, 1, 2, 3, 2 grey concrete, and then 3 white concrete powder. Then come all the way over to the left side, this should be opposite to the other side, and place 2 rows of grey concrete extending down with a row of yellow concrete powder in front of those 2 rows of grey. We then want to fill all of this remaining area in using grey concrete. And then last but not least, we just have to add the barrier. So a stone brick wall in this position, light grey concrete on top, stone brick wall on top of that, black concrete, extend left, glow item frames in front of the black concrete, red shulker boxes in the item frames, and then once again you would either have this up or down, but it would match the opposite side. So I actually think it looks coolest up, so we'll place a stone brick wall extending right, red nether brick wall in front, die right, red nether brick, die right, and I think that I will just have this one up and that one down just so that we have both examples, but I like that the best. It kind of reminds me of a robot. So this is what the crossing will look like with 2 cars and a train added. You don't have to add these to your crossing, but I would highly suggest it as I do think that they significantly improve it. If you want to learn how to make a car and a train, check down below in the description. I have made tutorials for each of them and they're really easy to follow and really quick to build. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, that is the tutorial complete. I do hope that you have enjoyed building this. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you are looking for more things to add to your city, look no further than the mini city builds playlist down below in the description. At the time of recording this video, we have over 60 tutorials in there for you to make. It will keep you busy for a long time and it will keep your city looking pretty awesome. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I do hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.